So did Roman Reigns get his revenge on the last 2 weeks of beatdowns by Brock Lesnar? Did we find out who Braun Strowman's tag team partner was going to be for WrestleMania? And whose pants were tighter, Ronda Rousey's or Stephanie McMahon's? All that and more, Calling Spots with Bryan Kelly right now. Hello, all you wrestling fans, and welcome to Calling Spots with Bryan Kelly. That's me, Bryan Kelly. And it's wonderful to see all of you. We're on the road to WrestleMania. We are 6 days away, less than 1 week away from WrestleMania. And man, WWE and Raw, sorry about that, that was my Coke, is letting us know with every single word out of Michael Cole's shilly mouth. And I only call him that because he said last night, Arby's, we have the meats. And my soul died a little bit when I heard Michael Cole scream, Arby's, we have the meats. But anyway, Raw came to us last night from Atlanta, Georgia, Hot Atlanta, as John Cena called it. April 2nd, 2018, WrestleMania 6 days away. Let's talk about it and see what happened. So first off, we get Coachman in the ring with 2 tables and 4 chairs. We know what this is going to be. Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle are going to sit down and verbally spar it out with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. So he introduces Stephanie and Triple H, and they come on down to the ring, and they're looking very... I don't think I've ever seen them more really making an effort to seem like they're cohesive. You know, like the workout and regimen that they go through, promo that they did last week, where it was like, these guys train harder than Super Bowl athletes and all of that. And then even coming to the ring tonight and the way they both looked at the sign and the way they're just kind of interacting with each other, it seems like they're really enjoying it and they're really trying to bring the authority. I don't know if they're going to do this authority thing with Stephanie again, but hey, whatever they do, I love it all, so let's see what happens. So they come out, and then Kurt and Ronda come out, and the crowd's chanting for Ronda. She gets a huge response. She's wearing this really cool leather jacket. Awesome, awesome stuff. And I think Ronda's pants were tighter, to answer the earlier question. And he says, Coachman says, okay, so we got some questions via social media that we're going to ask you guys and let you guys kind of talk things out and get everybody pumped up for the rest. And Triple H cuts him off and goes, whoa, 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 whoa. I find it funny. No, that's not what he said. It wasn't the find it funny. It was, it's funny to me. He said one of his catchphrase lines of like, they want to like you, you know, the WWE universe wants to like you, and we brought you here because we thought it'd be great, but it's all going to end at WrestleMania when we beat you because of Kurt, because Kurt had to throw a wrench into all of this and mess up what was probably our biggest signing in 10 years or years, whatever he said. And he goes, I just want to know, Kurt, why'd you do it? I want an answer. Why? And Ronda interrupts Kurt and goes, I want to know why too. But she turns it on those guys and says, why did you guys pretend that you liked me? What was the exact way? Oh, ulterior motives. Why were you guys two-faced in hiring me with just ulterior motives behind it all? And she's like, and Stephanie goes, you know what? Forgive her, Jonathan. She's new. She doesn't understand the format, to which the crowd starts booing. And Rhonda's like, I understand the format. It's question and answer. And I asked you a question. Now give me an answer. Why did you do that to me? And she said, you know what? You work for me. He works for me. Who the hell do you think you are? With that snotty Stephanie rich girl thing that she does. And actually before that, Trip goes, we hired you because it was best for business. She goes, we hired you because it was best for business. Because you're the biggest star in the world and blah, 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 and all that stuff. They create titles for you and all that kind of stuff. She goes, you work for me. Who the hell do you think you are? And Kurt answers and goes, I know who she is. She's Ronda freaking Rousey. Because Kurt can't swear because he's a Christian. And he goes, She's Ronda freaking Rousey. She's an Olympic gold medalist. She's won titles. She's blonde, I guess. I made that part up. And she's awesome. And she's going to make you tap out at WrestleMania, Stephanie McMahon, which is a swerve because she's actually going to make Triple H tap out at WrestleMania. That's my prediction. Count it. So Triple H goes, yeah. I know all that. She's an gold medalist. They create titles for her. She's been in an Expendables movie. I made that up. But this is wrestling, and she don't know shit about wrestling, and so all of that means exactly dick here in the WWE. There's a learning curve. And then he goes off on this little fucking tirade about, we make the rules in this ring. We know the rules, and so we can break the rules. And we know the rules, and there are rules that we make and that we know. And it's a learning curve for the rules that we know. It's a foregone conclusion she's going to lose. He just gets kind of lost. I love Hunter. He's my second favorite wrestler of all time, right behind Ric Flair. So I'm not making fun of him, but you can clearly see there's a minute there where Hunter goes, oh shit, I forgot what I was saying. Where was I? Should I shave my head tonight? So, but he comes out of it and goes, it's a foregone conclusion she's going to lose. And so after that, they take a couple of questions from the media. Jonathan Coachman goes, well, with all due respect, let me interrupt for a second. Let's take some questions. And the first question, the questions were just kind of, I swear they wrote them in the back. They're not real social media questions. Maybe they are. I could be wrong. But the first one is, hey, Stephanie, if you do beat Ronda and Kurt at WrestleMania, what kind of message does that send to the rest of the WWE superstars? And she goes, it sends a message that if you step to the authority, we'll crush you back down, I guess. I wasn't really paying attention because it was a really silly question. Obviously, a forced written question for them, or at least very, very highly picked. I don't know how else to say that. And the second question was, hey, Kurt, how do you feel to be teaming up with Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania? Good, I guess. She's awesome and everything's awesome. It's going to be awesome. She's going to make Stephanie tap out. Really silly. Just that part. The rest of the segment was fantastic. Everybody was great. So after that, Jonathan Coachman goes, okay, guys, here's what we're going to do now. We want everybody to kind of stand up, and we're going to stand here and we're going to do the whole fighter thing where you're shaking hands, but you're nose to nose, but you're looking intense, but you're not really going to fight each other. And he says, we're not going to do this the way the UFC and boxing does it. We're going to do it classy, which cracked me the fuck up. And I think that was the intention of that line, was to make people laugh. I think it was a comedy line. I don't think they were being pretentious. I think they were being funny. And before that, he says, but before we do all that, is there any final thoughts? And Stephanie goes, I just have a final thought. Ronda, you chose this. It didn't have to be this way. But you chose this. And now your first match in the WWE, your very first match being here, you're going to lose to me and to Triple H because you had to do this. And we all know, the whole world knows how you handle losses. Holly Holm, anyone? Oh, and the whole crowd freaks out. She didn't say the Holly Holm thing. That was me. I made that up. I wanted to throw in a line too that Triple H said before this that I thought was a really good line. He said, Ronda has dreamed about being in the WWE her whole life. To Stephanie McMahon and me, this is our whole life from beginning to end. And I think that's where he got trapped. It's because he's like, holy shit, that was a really good line. I can't believe I came up with that. Did you hear that, Steph? That was awesome. Oh shit, I'm in the middle of a promo. What was I doing? There are rules. And the rules, I won't go through it again. But anyways, so cutting back, Steph says, you chose this, and we all know how you handle losses. The crowd goes, oh. And then Ronda very quietly, I like what she's doing. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose. I don't know if she just is a little timid during on the mic. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe this is just how she said, this is going to be my character, where I'm not going to scream into a microphone and yell and be all, I'm just going to talk into a microphone like I was talking to you here. Maybe that's who her character is. We'll see how it goes a year from now. But she goes, "Hey, Steph, I have a question. What hand are you? Are you right or left-handed?" And Steph goes, "I'm a righty, of course." "Why?" And Ronda goes, "I just want to make sure you can still sign my checks." Ah! And then she had another line after that, which was, "After I snap it off." But she didn't need that line. That's a comics, a comedian, an actor thing, even a wrestler thing. When they get into the ring, they realize there are some lines you just hit them with, and then you go, "Oh, I don't need to say that other thing because I got the reaction that I wanted from this line." That line's just chuffa, as Bruce Willis would say. So she says, "I want to make sure you can still sign my checks." Oh, big reaction when I snap it off. And it just kind of went under the radar, but it was great. So then they get up to do the photo op, and they're standing there, and Kurt Angle and Hunter shake hands, and they kind of look intense, but it's still kind of friendly. Stephanie sticks out her hand for Ronda to shake, and Ronda refuses to shake her hand, just stands there. And so Stephanie turns that hand over and starts going, "You Riley, little blonde person, coming out here challenging me for tightest pants on Raw? I don't think so." And something she said obviously pissed Ronda off, because then Ronda gets into her face and is like, "Oh, bitch, please don't make me beat your 40-year-old ass right here in the middle of Atlanta." And while they're doing that, Kurt Angle goes to kind of break him up, like, whoa, hey, we're 6 days away, let's just chill. Triple H, the fucker, grabs a microphone and clocks Kurt in the back of the dome. Why would you do that? He's not doing nothing. He's trying to save your woman from getting her ass kicked by Ronda Rousey. Clocks Kurt in the back of the dome. Kurt goes ass over tea kettle. As Ronda is going, "Whoa, what happened to Kurt?" Stephanie grabs Ronda and oh no, that's what happened. Sorry, I fucked it up. Back up. The Coke screwed me up. So she goes, "Oh no, Kurt, what happened? Oh shit, Triple H." And she grabs Triple H to choke slam him. It was fucking awesome. I was like, please let her choke slam Triple H. But before she could do that, Stephanie grabs her and drops her through a fucking table. Ronda went through the table beautifully. It looked fantastic. And then she stood over and went, "Yeah, that's what you get. I'm a McMahon. You're nothing." Blah, all that good stuff. And then they'd take off, leaving Ronda and Kurt left in the ring going, "Holy shit, we just got our asses kicked. What was that all about?" So that was the first segment. It was really good. I'm excited for WrestleMania. This is the last time I'm going to talk about these matches until the WrestleMania predictions pod that I'm going to put out later this week. So I will say now, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great match. I'm really pulling for Ronda to do some really great stuff. I hope she stays healthy. I hope everybody stays healthy. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing what she does. They've been building up to it, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. So after that, we get Bayley versus Sonya Deville. Bayley comes out first. Sonya's already in the ring. It was an okay match. They gave it a lot of time, like 20 minutes. A Bayley versus Sonya Deville match on Monday Night Raw the week before WrestleMania, and they gave it like 20 minutes. Awesome. There were commercials sprinkled throughout. But it was still a really good match, an okay match. It wasn't a great match. It was an okay match. It was a little botchy at first. There was a couple of spots, especially in the first 5 minutes, that were cringy. I love both of those performers and workers, and I know they're kicking ass and they're doing their best, and they don't want to fuck up, man. But it happens sometimes. It's not your fault. Move the fuck on. It was good. After that, they got their shit together, started beating the shit out of each other. Bayley is looking ferocious. She's got her attitude back, like from NXT. She's doing some really good work. Sonya's doing really good work too. At this point, I love Paige to death. I was so sad when she got hurt, and I was so happy when she came back. What a mixed bag of emotions, over the course of a couple of months. But it's kind of time to take Paige off of TV. If she's not going to wrestle, maybe make her, I don't know, man, but it's so weird seeing Paige out there and knowing they can't touch her, knowing she's on a no bump list, and knowing that she can't do anything. It's so weird seeing her out there. I think Absolution should just be Mandy and Sonya, and maybe Sasha, if Sasha turns heel or something. Let somebody else take over that position. Mickey or something. But so it was an okay match. Bayley wins with a Bayley to belly. And as soon as she wins, Absolution jumps in and starts beating the shit out of Bayley. How dare you beat us? How dare you beat us? Which is like their thing and the Riot Squad thing for some reason. And I love Riot Squad too. But as they're beating her down, Sasha Banks comes out and makes the save. Saves her old best friend Bayley. Kicks their mouth. Get the fuck off my friend. Ex-friend. And then she goes over to Bayley and gets all shitty with her. It's like, I saved you. Raise my hand. It's like, I didn't need your help. Hey, man, I was taking care of. I saved you. Raise my hand. And got this shitty look on her face. So Bayley goes, no, how about I just beat the shit out of you? So they start beating each other down and beating each other down. And as they are brawling, Absolution goes, well, we might as well help them out. And they run back into the ring and start beating them down and leave them in a bloody mess. I made that up. And then they take off to the back. It was okay. Wasn't great. Sasha versus Bayley at SummerSlam is going to be an amazing blow-off match. I cannot wait to see what happens there, and they've already got me now. So they're doing a good job building the story. Yes, at WrestleMania, they're going to be involved in the Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal with the worst trophy I've ever seen in my life. Hand to Thor. It's god awful. It's an atrocity. I hope it gets smashed during the match and they have to make a new one, because that thing is awful. But it's going to be a great match, and I know they're in that battle royal, so they can't really finish any storylines there. It's going to go to SummerSlam. SummerSlam is Bayley and Sasha's WrestleMania. If you count, Brooklyn and Brooklyn 2 and what they've done, that's their WrestleMania. That's what that's going to be. But the Battle Royal is going to be great. I'm thinking Becky Lynch is going to win. I hope Becky Lynch wins. That's who I'm pulling for anyways. So after that, we get Finn Balor, Blue Balor, coming out to the ring. Sorry, I'm reading my notes off my computer because I'm still out of printer paper. Can you believe it? Finn Balor comes out to the ring, and then Miz Daraj comes out to the ring. No, it's just Miz, not Miz Daraj. I don't know where those guys were this week. Not on TV at all. No, not to spoil the rest of the pod. For all 4 of you that are listening. Finn comes out, then Miz comes out, and Miz walks over to commentary to proceeds to spend the next 30 minutes talking about his baby. I have a child too. I have a 3.5-year-old. And I love my son more than anything in this world. Except maybe Doctor Who. No, him too. But listening to Miz talk about his kid for 15 minutes was really annoying to me. So much so that when I rewatch, because I rewatch Raw once live, and then I rewatch it and take my notes. That way I can fast forward through stuff and go, nothing happened here, or whatever. And the second time I watched through, I had to mute it during the Finn Balor Seth Rollins match that he's about to be on commentary for. See, that's called a segue, kids. Segue. More than just a means of transportation. Segue. So Seth comes out, and we're going to have Seth versus Finn Balor. This is a WrestleMania caliber match. Watch it on the WWE Network a month from now because the Raws are always a month behind on the WWE Network. Find it on YouTube. Find it on Facebook. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. March 2nd, 2018. Raw. Absolutely fantastic match. Miz is doing commentary the whole time and being really annoying with his baby talk. But he's also playing like he's a face now. He's saying nice things about Finn and nice things about Seth. And he plays that like, fatherhood has changed me. I'm a different man now. I want my daughter to be proud of me. Like he's going to be a good guy now. He literally was like saying, I'm, a different man now. And he praising Seth and praising Finn, going, these guys burn it down every time they're in the ring. Two of the best competitors in the world. Odd. I don't know where they're going with it, but I'm intrigued. And that's important. That's the most important thing. Do you want me to keep watching? I'm watching. It's awesome. So they did a great match. Seth wins with a curb stomp eventually. I don't want to go through all the spots, but man, there was reversals of coup de grace and a reversal of sling blade and a reversal of Seth did that awesome knee that he does, that pulling in knee thing that I love. There was a reversal of the outside barrier. I call it a barrier bomb, where Seth broke Finn's shoulder accidentally, or Finn broke his whatever. And he went to do it again, and the crowd's like, oh no, this is how we hurt him last time. And Finn gets out of it and then picks him up and slams him into the barrier. Man, oh man, oh man, two of the best in the world. What an incredible, incredible match. Please watch that match. It's a great fucking match. But it ends with a curb stomp and Seth Rollins going over. Miz stands up on the announce table and holds the title up high and takes his sunglasses off and gives an intense look. And then Seth stands up on the second turnbuckle and points at him and points to the WrestleMania sign like, that's going to be mine come WrestleMania, which almost 100% ensures Finn Balor's winning the IC title at WrestleMania. But more on that in my predictions video. So after that, we get Paulie backstage, Paulie Dangerously, or as he's known now, Paul Heyman, whatever. And he's on his cell phone talking smack. Not actually, oh God. And Kurt comes in and Kurt goes, hey man, whatever you do tonight, don't say anything that's going to make Roman want to hurt Brock, which made the crowd kind of laugh, which is their own fault for making Brock look like an unstoppable monster these last couple weeks and literally destroying Roman at every fucking turn. I love Roman Reigns, and I understand he's not the greatest fucking everything in the world, but he's better than a lot of those other guys. Do not get me started. I got a lot of shit from my Roman Reigns rant from a couple of weeks ago. Anyways, he says, I'm not going to do anything to piss Roman off. I'm just going to go out there, pump up my client, pump up WrestleMania. It's all good. You got my word. I'm not going to do anything like that. It's all fine. It's good. We're good. Relax. After that, we get the Bar coming out to the ring. We cut back out. Sorry, I know it looks like I'm on my computer, but I swear to you guys, I'm not. I'm just looking at my notes instead of looking down. I'm looking over here. We go in ring with the Bar, and they say, Braun Strowman. We don't care who your partner is because we figure something out. Every week they come out like, we figured you out. This week they figured it out. Because whoever your partner is, you guys haven't had time to form any kind of relationship. There's not going to be any timing. You're not going to know each other's moves. You're going to have to tag him in eventually. And we are the best tag team in the world. We have... we're symbiotic, whatever. We're friends. He said that last week. He goes, we eat together. We sleep together. Whoa. We don't sleep together. I mean, it means bunk together, he says to the crowd. It was really great. He says, you're not going to have any of that with your tag team partner. And that's going to give us the advantage. And we're going to win. So screw you, Braun Strowman. And then Braun Strowman's music hits. Braun! And Braun comes walking out. He goes, you guys want to know who my tag team partner is? Okay, I'll tell you right now. He's here. He's in the back right now. I know that's a terrible Braun Strowman, but I hate that guy's voice. I love him as a performer. I think he's amazing. He's amazing. But that mean guy voice that a lot of those guys do. I hate that shit. Yeah, whatever. So he's much smarter than that. If you listen to him talk in shoot interviews and stuff like that, I'd rather him use that voice and just go, hey man, I'm going to kick your ass because look at the size of me. I don't need a scary voice. Look at this is scary enough. So Braun says, as a matter of fact, my tag team partner is back there and he said, I can reveal who he is, but he wants to come out and fight one of you guys. And Sheamus and Cesaro go, yeah, well, sure. Why not? Go get him. And he goes, all right, but I'm warning you, he's a lot like me, just a little different. And as soon as he said that, I went, oh, I know what this is going to be. And sure enough, there he comes. He comes out with Bubba Ray Dudley glasses and a lab coat. Like, lab coat. I think it was a lab coat. It could have just been an overshirt, but it looked like a lab coat. He goes, I'm Brains, Braun's brother. Brains Strowman. His name is Brains Strowman. And me and you are about to face off there, Sheamus. So he goes into the ring. Oh, God damn it. I gotta edit this whole thing, man. So Braun Strowman makes his way to the ring, and him and Cesaro start to go at it, but it ends up just in a big brawl. They start beating him down, but then Braun powers out of it. They take off running down the ramp, and he's like, come on, WrestleMania, I'm taking your titles, bitch. And that pretty much ended that segment. It was really funny, though, the Braun Strowman thing. And what's really great is, this is how awesome wrestling fans are. As soon as the match was over and I was done kind of watching what happened, I got on Twitter. I put Brains Strowman is my new favorite wrestler. Hashtag WWE Raw, whatever. And like 2 minutes later, bling, liked by Brains Strowman. Somebody made a Brains Strowman Twitter account 2 minutes after the guy was on television. It was amazing. It's awesome. So you can follow him, Brains Strowman, on Twitter. It's pretty awesome. So after that, we get a Goldust promo in his porn studio or whatever it is he does those wherever he does those promos. And he says, ooh, at the Battle Royale, the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. He quotes Fezzik's lines from The Princess Bride. Andre the Giant's character was named Fezzik in Princess Bride. And he quotes a couple of Fezzik's lines and then does his promo about how he's going to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, which immediately cuts into Woken Matt Hardy, yes, saying he's going to win the Battle Royale, and he does his crazy, I cannot do word for word what his promos are. They are nuts. He says, anybody who stands in my way will be rendered obsolete, and tonight, Goldust, you don't have to wait for WrestleMania because you've been scheduled for deletion. Yes. So coming up next, we're going to get Goldust versus Matt Hardy. And it was an okay match. It wasn't great. I've seen both of them wrestle way better. I've seen them wrestle each other way better. It's felt very filler. It felt like a Matt Hardy Goldust, the 6 days before WrestleMania. Neither one of them in their 40 years, in their 40s, want to get injured. So they wrestled very, very lightly. And Matt won with the twist of fate. Goes outside and starts caressing the Andre the Giant, going, procure, as he's like holding it. Weird. But I love it. I love what he's doing right now, of course. Then we get a Nia Jax and not Nia. We get a Alexa Bliss and Nia. Let me try that again. Cut. I'll do a Drake Maverick. 3, 2, 1. We get a Mickie James and Asuka. Damn it! What's wrong with me? We get a Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. That's her. Kind of cell phone promo with the words on the screen where they're making fun of it's body shaming, mean girl shit. She says blubber at one point, and then Mickey goes, "Did you say blubber?" No. As long as Nia and Mickey and Alexa are okay with this angle and okay with the storyline and the way things are, I don't have a problem with it. If it's making Nia uncomfortable or making Mickey uncomfortable or making Alexa uncomfortable, then I don't think it should be done. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions on this storyline right now. I really don't. I think it's typical mean girl shit. It's the same thing guys say to each other in wrestling business. You're out of shape, blah, blah. I mean, fucking Cody Rhodes just said that Roman Reigns went in an ROH ring, for God's sake, and said, "I thought that tack vest was just hiding a pot belly." You know, that's body shaming shit too, but it's okay for the guys, but it's not okay for the girls. I don't know about that. As long as the girls are okay and are comfortable with it, then I don't have a problem with it. Plus, I'm pretty sure Nia's going to walk out of WrestleMania with that title. So it's going to be like, yeah, we stopped the bully. Woohoo. And, you know, it's a victory story. It's a hero's journey. So I'm fine with that. But after that, it's just a cell phone promo. The words are still there, which bugged the fuck out of me. Cena comes out. Cena gives a great 15-minute promo, literally saying the exact same shit he said for the last 4 weeks. Taker's not here. Taker doesn't, you know, you can ignore me, but you shouldn't ignore them. And we tried, and I got a lot of things going on in my life, and maybe this is time for a change. And then he goes, I'm going as a fan. And he starts putting over all the other matches on WrestleMania. And he does a fantastic job about it. He takes his hat off when he's talking about the Women's Royal Rumble as a sign of respect for them. Just really goes down the line, talks about AJ Styles, the most talented in-ring performer he knows or something like that. He put AJ over pretty hard. Really just sold WrestleMania and then said, I'm going as a fan and I'm damn proud of it. And he tried to get the crowd to summon the Undertaker is what he called it. He goes, we tried in Dallas. We tried here. Hey, we haven't tried here tonight. Maybe we should try here. And then he takes like 3-5 minutes to really get the crowd. And he's like, no, sorry guys, it's not going to work. And the last thing he said was, he goes, I knew you left your hat and your boots at WrestleMania last year. I just didn't know you left your balls at home. Oh, the whole crowd pops for him. They start chanting, Cena, Cena, which was awesome. And he starts looking around, waiting for the thunder and the lightning and waiting for Taker to come out, and he doesn't. He just drops the mic and walks the fuck off. That's it. No Undertaker. What the fuck's that mean, dude? I don't know, man. I seriously don't know. Is John Cena seriously not going to wrestle at WrestleMania? Are they really, really, really going to make us wait until the day of the show to have Mark just show up out of nowhere? I don't know, man. It's weird. Half of me thinks that Vince was seriously trying to goad Mark into doing it. And Mark's like, no, dude, I'm retired. You can get on TV and run me into the ground all you want to. Everybody knows my record. I ain't doing it. I did the anniversary thing, the 25. I'm out. Fuck it. I don't know. So he just walks. And after that, we get Kurt and Roman backstage. And Kurt's like, hey, man, try and be cool. You know, they're going to go out there and he's going to do his promo thing. But I already lost one WrestleMania match talking about Cena and Taker. And I can't lose another one. So please, Roman, please just be calm, be cool. And Roman's like, hey, man, if Brock's here, I'm not leaving. I'm sick of his shit. Audience is sick of his shit. We're all sick of his shit. Fuck that guy. So if he talks shit, it's going down. And then we get Elias Sampson in the ring, which he's wearing a beautiful shawl that he borrowed from Stevie Nicks. And it's beautiful, and it's got flowers on it and all kinds of stuff. And he's singing, and I love Elias. I think Elias is fantastic. I liked Elias when he was in NXT. I thought, this guy is fucking talented. This guy's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of range. I really like what he's doing. But it's it's borderline getting old. It's not old yet, but it's borderline. It's like every week it's kind of the same shtick. I come out, I plink around a little half acoustic solo. I'm a guitar player, as you can see, so I know that he's been playing guitar for like a year, maybe two. And he's not great. He's getting better. I'm not running him into the ground. I hope he becomes Joe Satriani in the next 5 years. That'd be amazing. But he's still very, very new. And he just plinks out these plink, 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 plinky solos. And then he just runs the town into the ground, sings a little bit of a clever, half clever song where he's still running the crowd into the ground before somebody interrupts him. That's literally every single Elias Samson segment, although they did change that with the Braun stuff, having the Symphony of Destruction match and Braun beating him with the bass. So again, I love Elias. I'm pulling for him to be a main eventer. I want him to be WWE champion by next Survivor Series, not this Survivor Series, but next year's Survivor Series. I think Elias could be WWE champion. But it's just getting a little old. He needs to do something a little different with it. We'll see. But Rhino and Slater interrupt him this time. And we have a match between Heath Slater and Elias Samson, which is a squash. Maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes. Just Elias destroys him. It's not even a contest. And then they walk the fuck out. And then Braun and Kurt Hawkins are backstage. And Kurt Hawkins goes, hey man, he has a shirt that says, Braun, pick me. He says, I was just wondering, I know you need a tag team partner. And, I could be your tag team partner. You don't need a tag team partner, but I could be your tag team partner. And Braun goes, what's your win-loss record? Which that's Kurt Hawkins' angle right now is he's on a losing streak of like 180 matches or something. He's like, well, it's not great. It's not great, but that only means that I'm due for a win. And that's where you come in. I just need this. I thought maybe this could, maybe give me my big break. And Braun grabs him and throws him through a wall. Not fucking around. Braun grabbed Kurt Hawkins and put him through a fucking wall. And goes, there's your big break. Which cracked me the fuck up. I haven't laughed that hard since I saw Martin Lawrence sumo fighting in the middle of a Los Angeles street on the news. Dude, it was fucking great. I feel bad. Dude, you can see the fucking drywall in the 2x4, the stud or whatever size stud they use to put that fake ass wall up is right there, dude. And he barely misses that fucker. Barely misses it. Just throws him through a wall. Braun Strowman threw Kurt Hawkins put him through a fucking wall. It's amazing. I love wrestling. So after that, we get Nia Jax being interviewed by Renee Young in a quiet, intimate setting with black curtains in the backstage, and there's probably candles and things around. And she goes, basically, so how's this all feel that everybody's calling you fat? And Nia goes, yeah, it affects me. Yeah, it's not cool. I don't like it. The girl was my best friend. Now she's calling me fat blubber and shit. It's not awesome. It's not awesome, Renee. How would you feel? And then she turns to the camera. She goes, I'd like to address Alexa Bliss, if I might. She turns to the camera and she goes, really, I don't run down the writers of WWE too often. They're doing their best, putting on 5 hours of live television a week. I get it. I couldn't write 5 hours of television a week for anyone. If I was writing for one person and I had to write 5 hours of television, well, that's not actually the math, is it? Anyways, it was just a bad line. She says, Alexa, something, something, something. I'm going to squash you like a bug. You're a pest. You're a cockroach. You're a fly. She called her something about a bug. It was like, I'm going to squash you like a bug. Cheesy, fourth grade line. I did not like it. But other than that, the segment was good. It was very heartfelt. Nia started really Shoot started to cry. Started to she goes, for everybody, whoever said I wouldn't do this, sorry. And she had to take it because she wasn't supposed to cry during the interview. It was supposed to be more of a, yeah, man, I've been cheered. Yeah, I felt bad about all those things she said, but I said, fuck it, I'm Nia Jackson. Fuck that little bitch. And then she started to cry a little bit. So she had to swallow it, and she pushed it down and went, I'm good. And then she said that thing about, I'm going to squash you like a bug. Maybe she was crying because she knew she had to say that awful line. I'm just saying. She knew what was coming up. She was like, oh shit, I got to say that terrible line. I'm just saying. Squash you like a bug? That's 4th grade shit. You can do better. I believe in you. Okay. So after that, we get Alexa Bliss and Mickie James coming to the ring. Alexa looks very worried, having just seen the Titantron interview of Nia saying she was going to squash her like a bug. I don't know if she was worried because she thought she might have to say a line like that. Whoa, I'm singing the writers today. So it's going to be Alexa Bliss and Mickie James versus Dana Brooke and a mystery partner, because Dana comes out next looking fantastic. I like her new ring gear. I think it looks cool on her. And we'll talk about her performance in the match here in a minute. But Dana stops in the middle of her entrance and kind of looks back, and Asuka's music hits. Dana and Asuka versus Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. Awesome. So Asuka comes out to the ring. Great match. Dana looks really good. This is the best I've seen Dana Brooke look in years. All her moves look crisp. She was hitting everything. Nothing looked telegraphed. My complaint with Dana Brooke like a year ago, when she was really on the scene and really part of it, was everything looked like a routine to her. She's a gymnast. So everything looked like she was setting for a move. Like she was like, okay, huh. And then she'd do her flip thing and, bash into the corner. Or when she would go into the ropes, it was like 1, 2, 3, rope, 1, 2, 3, break. It just felt like she was in that gymnast cadence and mentality. And let me close my blinds here because I think my neighbors are home and I don't want them to see me yelling at my TV. But she did really great. It was a good match. She played Ricky Morton, needing the hot tag from Asuka, getting beat down a lot. Finally gets the hot tag from Asuka. Asuka kicks ass. She's so good in the ring. It's really ridiculous. Eventually, she gets Mickie in an Asuka lock for the win. And that's the match. It was just an okay match. They did some good stuff. It was mainly just to show you how powerful Asuka was. And for this part, after the match, Asuka wins. Mickie and Alexa gang up on Dana and Asuka, start beating them down. They grab Dana and they're going to power bomb her or they're going to do that double DDT because they both have a DDT variant as their finisher. So they're both going to DDT Dana. And that's when Nia comes running out going, oh, bitch, no, you don't. And Nia's trucking down to the ring, slides into the ring. Alexa fucks off and Mickie takes one on the chin. Boom! Knocks her back. Nia standing tall going, come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Ooh, I'm coming for you. I can't wait to snap your little blonde ass in half. It's going to be great. So I'm really looking forward to that match too. This match has been building for a long time, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they build Nia post WrestleMania as a champion or as not enough to beat her best friend, Alexa Bliss. So after that, we had the closing segment of Monday Night Raw, which is Paulie Dangerously, now known as Paulie Heyman. And you'll always be Paulie Dangerously to me, Paul. And Brock Lesnar coming out to the ring because they're going to do their promo that we've been hinting at all night long with the different segments with Kurt going, please don't fuck anything up. And Roman going, please, Roman, don't get too mad. So he gets in the ring, and it's a typical Paul promo. I love Paul, but again, his promos are getting a little paint by numbers. This is the reigning, defending, yada da da. he's going to do yada da da to yada da da. And he uses much more elaborate and colorful language than anybody else who works there. So it seems like he's saying something when he's actually not. The one thing he did say, which I thought was interesting, was he said, everybody thinks it's a foregone conclusion that Roman Reigns' destiny is to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and to become the new champion, new face of the company, and become the Universal Champion and blah, 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 blah. It's almost a foregone conclusion that's going to happen. And then he does this whole thing where he goes, this is not a prediction, it's a spoiler. He goes, if Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar for the Universal title at WrestleMania, then this is the last time you will ever see Brock Lesnar or Paul Heyman in a WWE ring. Whoa! I can't believe he said that shit. Tell me, because everybody knows, everybody thinks that it's a fact. Roman's going to win that title and walk out of Mania the Universal Champion because that's what Vince wants, as everybody thinks. I don't think that. I have a different view on that, but nobody cares. But throwing that caveat in there and going, if we lose, we're walking, was genius. Because now I'm really into the match. So he says that and he goes, and by the way, there's these assumptions since 2003, since I've been here with Brock Lesnar, that he doesn't care about any of the guys in the back, and he thinks he's better than everybody in the back. And he thinks he's better than everybody in the audience. And he doesn't care about the WWE audience. And all he cares about is his paycheck and himself. And I'm here to tell you that all of those assumptions are 100% true. Ah, ha, 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 ha. And Brock does this big laugh thing. He says, you guys in the back aren't fit to hold his jockstrap. And he doesn't care about anybody here. Blah, 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 blah. He says, and Roman Reigns is going to have to go home after WrestleMania to his wife and his kids and his uncles and his cousins and tell them that he failed, and says, at the end of the day, he's just Brock Lesnar's bitch. To which Roman's music hits and Roman starts to come out. But as previously not mentioned, there is a group of superstars, Titus O'Neil, The Bar, The Revival, a few other guys, standing on the ramp facing the Titantron to stop Roman from getting to Brock, because you got to protect Brock Lesnar, I guess. And Roman's music hits. Roman stands there, and these guys are like, nah, man, we can't let you through because I don't know why. I guess we just can't let you through. And Roman grabs the mic and goes, really? You are going to block that? You're going to protect that guy who just said that you weren't anything. That guy who just said that this wasn't anything and he doesn't care about any of this. You know who I am, and you're going to protect him? Think about it, boys. And they all kind of talked and went, oh yeah, fuck that guy. Go on, Roman. Go kick his ass. Feel free. As a matter of fact, we should all help you, but we're not going to do that. Roman goes down to the ring, gets in the ring. Him and Brock kind of stare down each other and kind of walk around each other, kind of eye each other down. And then Brock jumps out, grabs a chair, jumps back in the ring. He's like, yeah, you want some? I got a chair now, motherfucker. What do you think about that? Boom! Roman hits him with the Superman punch. Oh, it was fucking beautiful. And he's like, whoa, I just got tatered. And he's trying to get up, and he's struggling. And he grabs a chair, and he goes to get up. And he's like, yeah, you want some more? Boom! Another Superman punch. It was out of nowhere. And the crowd's going fucking crazy, and Paulie's wide-eyed, and his mouth is wide open, and Roman's shaking his head going, yeah, motherfucker, yeah. And he starts to get up. He swings a chair again. Bam! Another Superman punch. This motherfucker hit Brock Lesnar with 4 Superman punches. Knocked his ass out. Brock's laying there, got the chair. And of course, Roman goes over and grabs the Universal title that's laying in the corner of the ring. Holds it high above his head, standing over his conquered foe. I'm going to be the Universal Champion, whether you 40 white guys in the crowd don't like it or not. I'm going to be the Universal Champion. To which Brock Lesnar goes, oh shit, did he say he's going to take my belt? Jumps up, puts him in an F5. Bam! F5's Roman in the center of the fucking ring. Roman rolls over like he just had his kidneys removed without anesthetic. Brock and Paulie just walk the fuck off. And Paulie even says, loud enough to where you can hear it with the camera, 1 F5. It took 1 F5. And he's right, dude. That made Roman look like a weak bitch. And Roman is not a weak bitch. How does Roman hit you 4 times with the Superman punch and it takes you 20 seconds to recover? You hit Roman with 1 F5 and he's laying on the ground writhing around for 3 minutes. Jesus Christ, man. You want to know why you can't get that dude over the way you want to? It's because you book him like shit. It ain't his fault. He's a good worker. He does his best. Everybody he's ever been in the ring with, from AJ Styles to Finn Balor to everybody, has said he is an amazing, amazing in-ring performer. But the reason you guys can't get him over is because of shit like this. How do you have him hit him 4 times with a Superman punch? It takes him 20 seconds to recover from 4 Superman punches. Are you fucking serious? And then Roman lays down for 3 minutes because he got F5'd once? Oh my God. You're killing me, WWE. You're killing me. But I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania. It's going to be a great show. So that was the end of it. Paulie and Brock take off. Roman writhes around in the ring for a while because he can't take an F5 apparently. And if Paulie and Brock lose, they're out of WWE or they're walking or whatever the fuck that meant from Paulie. That was fucking strange, man. Doctor Strange. Great Raw overall, though. Great go home to Mania. Every single segment meant something. Every single segment was some type of storyline. All of it. Straight down the board. Great, great, great Mania. Raw. I cannot wait to see what happens at WrestleMania with all of these storylines and all of these matches. We have SmackDown tonight, which I'll put up a thing for that tomorrow. So all of you guys, if you want to get a hold of me on any social media, descriptions down below, Facebook, Twitter, all of that stuff. Give us a like, a share, and a subscribe. Comment down below. This has been Calling Spots with Bryan Kelly. I'll see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown. Later!